Hello and welcome. It's 8 a.m. here in London, and as you can see, I'm still wearing my raincoat. If I try to take it off, it's still raining for the last 1 hour. And by the way, this is from my apartment, which is 5 minutes from the Oval. It's at Lambeth Walk. Lambeth Walk, if you check, it's exactly 5 minutes from the Oval. So this is that same area. And I can actually walk it from here in about 15-20 minutes, but today is no longer walkable because for the last 1 hour, and I'm under a shade. If I go out, it's raining here. You can see, and you can actually feel the rain. I hope you can see the rain behind me. The rain is getting, it is consistent rain. Let's put it that way. It is consistent rain from around. In fact, I woke up to the sounds of rain at about 5:45, and thereafter was waiting that will the rain stop. There was prediction of a yellow thunderstorm. Some areas have been asked, that there'll be 25 to 30 mm of rain or something like that. There have been predictions of disruptions today lasting from around now. In fact, it wasn't supposed to be now. It was supposed to be from 10 o'clock onwards and then till about 3, but the rain has started way before. And if you see now, it's consistent rain now. Again, there is rain. The intensity of the rain has dropped in the last 10-15 minutes, but from about, how do I show you? Look at this. Look at this. There is clear. I mean, look at this, and you will understand the amount of rain. And it's starting to rain again. It's starting to rain again. So the clear messaging that we are getting from this weather is there will be a delay. Not just a delay, in fact, could be a major delay because this rain, which was supposed to come around 10 a.m., the prediction, if you check Gargi's weather report, was around 60% at 10, 70% at 11, and thereafter between 70 and 80% between 11 and 3 p.m. But instead of 10 a.m., it has come pretty early. It has come very early. I am absolutely clear that there will be disruptions today. Whether or not we will get anything before 3 p.m. is very doubtful. At this point in time, make no mistake, with the amount of rain that we have seen between 5:45 is, as I said, when I woke up, between then and 7:30 has been serious rain. Serious rain. In fact, I don't know if you'll be able to see. Look at the gate of the apartment. There are puddles. If you can see there, there are puddles formed. Look at that walkway. That walkway, and by the way, it has started to rain again. It has started to rain again. Look at that walkway, and you can see there are puddles. You can see some of the cars. You will see there are puddles almost everywhere. So this is serious rain. And the prediction, as I said, was for yellow thunderstorms. So this impact team selection? Will India go in with that? Because will this impact team selection? Can Karun Nair get another game? Will India go in with that extra batter and drop someone like a Shardul Thakur? Can India do that? Will India possibly go in with an extra batter because Shardul Thakur bowled 11 overs out of 157 in Manchester? Clearly, the captain doesn't have that kind of faith in Shardul Thakur. What goes in his favor is Oval record, 250s the last time round, has done very well at the Oval. But will India play to weather? This weather is supposed to be all day today. How much of, you can see people in umbrellas. Look at that, the gentleman going behind me, and you will soon see him. He is in. There you go. There you can see. I can't zoom in with the StreamYard, but people are all in umbrellas. So this is the morning weather here in London. The team, they were supposed to finalize last night, is what Shubman Gill said. But from what we know, they were mulling some last minute changes based on the weather and what is likely. Could there be that final change? Jasprit Bumrah still very unlikely. Is there going to be a last minute rethink on that? That's number one. Akashdeep is confirmed. Siraj is confirmed. Washington and Jadeja are confirmed. What about the other two? Will Jasprit Bumrah sort of step in last minute and play? Highly unlikely. Will Prasidh Krishna replace Jasprit Bumrah? And if that happens, India has 5 bowlers. So India has a Siraj, an Akashdeep, and a Prasidh Krishna. Ashdeep's webbing, if the webbing has 100% healed, only then will they risk Arshdeep. Looks doubtful. looks doubtful. At least till last night looked doubtful. I would desperately want Ashdeep to get a game and get his debut. These are perfect conditions. Green wicket, rain, moisture around, cloud. These are perfect conditions for Ashdeep Singh if he does get a game. So fingers crossed. But from the update that we have, looks highly unlikely again. So the chances are Akashdeep, Mohammad Siraj, Prasidh Krishna, if Jasprit Bumrah finally decides not to play, or it is decided that because of workload management issues and possible chances of injury, Jasprit Bumrah will not be risked. So if that's the case, then as you can understand. But also the other point here is, will India opt for a Karun Nair, for a Shardul Thakur? Because you've got five bowlers, three fast bowlers, plus a Washington Sundar, plus a Ravindra Jadeja. So that's your five. Will you go in for that additional batter, or will you go in for that fourth seamer, who is a bowling all-rounder in Shardul Thakur, who batted very, very decently in Manchester and has a decent record at the Oval as well. So these are permutations, combinations as far as the team is concerned. But again, at this point in time, it is raining. As you can see clearly, it is raining. The rain update that I said to you from 5:45, my tea is also getting cold a little bit. The rain update that I kind of gave you from 5:45, and I'll take a few questions also. There's no Rohan or Gargi or Trisha here. So give me a minute. I just need to figure out how to do these things. They are the ones who kind of helped me. Let me figure out how to do these things. I have to get to the questions. Yeah, I can now see it. Okay, hold on. I think I've got the questions. Yes, correct. Let me wear my glasses. Rahul. Okay. If a day gets washed out, it will be tough for the teams to get a conclusion. Balwant, yes. Forecast for the next 4 days. Actually, tomorrow again. I mean, from the changing forecast, initially the dates 2 and 3 look good, but now the forecast for day 2 also. And as I speak to you, day 2 also looked a bit rainy. I can sort of give you that Met Department forecast, London weather, because from what I had looked last night, the weather prediction was from 10 a.m. And all of a sudden, this has come very early. By the way, tomorrow, not as much rain. Thank God. Thank God. So the Met Department tells us that tomorrow is not that bad. Okay, so tomorrow, 1st of August. Tomorrow, 1st of August. By the way, these things keep changing. Huh? These things keep changing. Tomorrow, at 11 a.m., there's 50% chance of precipitation. Other than that, the rest of the day is fine. So that's for tomorrow. It's not bad. And day after again, it's again pretty far. No, day after is not bad either. Day after is not bad either. So the weather prediction is pretty decent for tomorrow and day after. So that's the kind of update that we are getting from the Met Department. But as I said, we will keep you posted on the weather patterns. Today is very problematic. At this point in time, at least, it's very problematic and extremely problematic. So we will have to keep you updated on what's going on there. As you can see now, it's gotten a little brighter, but it's still raining. Yeah, you can see on my raincoat, it's still raining, and this is a consistent drizzle. At this point in time, will anybody go out and play? No, they will not. And you can see from my phone, the moment I go out, it's getting full of water. So no. Do you think Abhimanyu Ishwaran has a chance? No. প্রেজেন্টেশন খুব সুন্দর, নিউজ দিতে থাকুন, বাংলা চ্যানেলেও লাইভ করুন। ভাই কালকে তো দুটো করলাম, দেবাশিসের সাথে দুটো শো করেছি, আপনি কাইন্ডলি দেখবেন দুটো শো করেছি। This is the best coverage. Thank you. We should play out and out 4 fast bowlers. Bumrah, Siraj, Akashdeep and Prasidh. Bumrah khelbe kina? Bumrah will play or not is the real question. Highly unlikely, but as I said, they will consider the workload management issues. They will consider the medical advice based on what his surgeons have told him. Because in Australia, Test match 4, Melbourne, if you think about Jasprit Bumrah, the intensity started to go down. In Melbourne, he was dead tired, and he pushed his body, and then Sydney, he kind of got that injury. From what I understand, medical advice is against that, because if he has another problem and if he has to undergo another surgery, his career might well be on the line. So these are important considerations as far as Jasprit Bumrah is concerned. But the other counterpoint to that is the coach, the batting coach, and the captain have all said that Jasprit Bumrah is fit. Yesterday, we saw 4 conversations: Bumrah with Agarkar, Bumrah with Mockle, Bumrah with Gautam Gambhir, Bumrah with the skipper. So multiple times, and even in the press conference, Gill came and confirmed that Bumrah is indeed fit. So here's the question: that one thing is to be clinically fit. The other thing is how much can his body take? Will he feel, or is he feeling tired? This is a point that Ravichandran Ashwin had made. Can he feel that his body can pull this test match off, or will he not be able to pull it off? Will largely impact the decision. At this point in time, he's fit and available, is what we were told multiple times, but looks unlikely. I'm saying it again, but like I've said in my broadcasts, there's that inkling 1-2% deciding test match, so much on the line. Will Jasprit Bumrah push his body? Will be a bit of a pleasant surprise, but very pleasant, I have to say, if that eventually happens. Uh, what I was doing when Alex Stewart playing for England, I still was covering. So I'm like that, kind of consistent or constant, like Jimmy Anderson. When Jimmy Anderson made his debut, Alex Stewart was there, and now Shoaib Bashir. He's been a constant for 35, 40 years. I'm like that constant. Okay. বেস্ট কভারেজ, থ্যাংক ইউ। হিন্দি আর বেঙ্গলি? ভাই হিন্দি ও করেছি কালকে, বেঙ্গলিও করেছি শুভায়ন এন্ড রোহিতের সাথে হিন্দি, এন্ড দেবাশিসের সাথে বাংলা। সো মানে হিন্দি भी किया है, बांग्ला भी किया है, and English obviously, I do it almost every day. Excellent work, thank you. Kuldeep, na, absolutely no chance with this weather. No. So Kuldeep, very unfortunate, and you have to feel for the guy. Kuldeep Yadav, unfortunately, I don't see him getting a game. It is about 4 fast bowlers. It is about the fourth seamer, whether Shardul Thakur gets a game or India goes in with 3 and 2. That is what they will have to see. This is a much weakened England side. India should go in with an outright win possibility. Has Bumrah played his last test in England? If India makes the WTC final, I do see Jasprit Bumrah coming back in 2 years' time. There were a lot of reports about Bumrah retiring. I don't see that happening. I see him completing this cycle of the WTC at least for a couple more years, unless something dramatic happens to his body. If India does make the WTC final, and to make that WTC final, this is an absolute critical test match. You cannot lose this one. You lose this one, you will play catch up against West Indies, South Africa. Then you have 2 away test matches in New Zealand, which are going to be massively difficult because they will prepare, wickets like this green grass, and will unleash their battery of fast bowlers. So New Zealand will be hugely difficult. How many sessions will be washed today? Look, from the prediction of it, it was said that around 10, 11 a.m. is the thunderstorm. But the rain has been pretty consistent. Demon Slayer has asked this. If this continues, 2 sessions might get impacted, the first and the second. Afternoon was predicted to be better, but we have to see how much rain, how quickly can these fellows clear it out. Again, Lee Fortis will be the center of attraction because it will be him and his ground staff. So a lot of these questions will come in, and we have to see how much impact does that have. Okay, I will finish this live in 2 minutes because I have to head to the Oval and try and see what's going on there. So we will be live in an hour. Gargi will join me. Her hotel is right next to the Oval Cricket Ground. So they will come there and I'll catch up with them there. So I'll finish the live on this note that from the morning, with the update, from the morning, from what I've heard, rather seen, 5:45 a.m., the rain almost, I woke up to sounds of rain. It has now kind of gone down a bit, but it's very cloudy. Look at the skies. You guys can see the sky behind me. Absolutely no chance of sun. Completely grey. People are all wearing their hoodies and rain jackets and using their umbrellas. It is still spitting. It is still spitting, as I can feel here. No heavy rain now. It is not heavy rain now, but it's been about an hour plus that it has rained. We will join you back from the Oval in about an hour from now and give you more updates. Every time there is a rain delay or what is going on, every possible update, and team I've already shared. So keep joining us, keep backing the channel. A lot of people have commented and complimented and said nice things. That's great to hear. have critical feedback, that's also perfectly fine to hear. But be constructive and keep engaging with us. Be a part of this, because this has been an absolute pleasure with in the last 2 months to be able to do this together. So keep joining us. Back with you in exactly an hour from the Oval. I need to get going because otherwise I will not be able to make it on time. Thanks very much for watching and keep supporting.